G'day, Mike from Aussie Mike's Bees, here for another cutout, and I'm right next to the airport. It's actually an Air Force base near where I live, and there's a Hercules running up at the moment, making a bit of a racket in the background. But this job is for some bees that are in a wall of this old Fibro place here behind me, and they're over in that corner. But I came out a couple of weeks ago for a quick look, but then we were followed up with rain, so I couldn't cut them out then. So I'm back now. It's a beautiful sunny day, as you can see. So we're going to cut these ones out. I'll just double check with the fleur and see where they are, and I'll show you in the process. So there's the noise making machine, the Hercules J model at the Air Force Base. I think they're just doing warm-ups or something, engine tests, so they're probably going to be making this noise in the background for the whole time. But anyway, we'll shoot around here. I've got my gear ready. I've got a nuke box just in case I can strap them up. I've got my vacuum and a bucket for the wax if I find any, ladder for getting up high. We'll just see what we can find. So the owner approached me and said there's bees going in and out here. So they've trimmed back all this bush here that used to be hard up against the building, and they started trimming, and they noticed all these bees flying in and out up the corner there. I'll just shoot around to the other side on the corner and looking in. Plenty of activity there. And when I first shot, I looked over here and you can see a bit of a heat pattern there, suggesting that they're next to that window. But then I thought I'll have a look around the other side, and I can see that looks like a big nest there as well. So I'm going to have to pull that sheet off too, I think, and see what we're in for, because that looks more substantial than the other one. You have a look at the bees up there, and they're crawling in through where that's come away from the wall a bit. Good entrance for them. So I'm going to pull this little sheet off first and see what I find there, and then I'll pull off the other one and see what happens there. So this is a fairly small strip to cut off, so I'm going to just pull the cover strips off, try to preserve the sheet if I can. And the trick is getting this stuff lifted off the nails without doing too much damage. It's nice that Herc stopped. Now I suspect the comb's probably stuck to this sheet, so I'll end up pulling it a bit apart. I can hear them humming. I think we're in luck. Look at that. So you can see mostly capped, a handful of uncapped. I'm not doing them much good by doing this, but if I can save it, that'll give their numbers a boost when it's time. I'm just hoping that they'll decide to crawl in there. I've got the two rubber banded frames with their comb with capped brood in it. I'm hoping that might be enough for them to go inside and accept this as their new home. It's only a tiny colony. Must have been a really small swarm a few weeks ago. There's a few going in for a little look around. I don't know if I've got the queen. I'm just going to keep my eye out for her now. Certainly if I see her, I'll show you. Back again on this same site. I've taken the first colony back and hopefully they'll go into the box. I left a tiny colony. It only had 3 combs, 2 of brood, and that's in the box. But I'm back here for this second one that I think is in this area. I just shot with the infrared and couldn't really see it, but I put my ear up against the wall and I can hear some humming, so I'm still thinking they're there. And back at the original spot, so on this cavity they're all gone, but up there in there, there's some of them you can just see inside there. That seems to be the stragglers. You never know, there might even be the queen in amongst that. I don't really know, but I'm just going to see if this other one is here first, just by knocking the nails out and levering it out and swinging it out and having a look up to see if there's any bees there. If not, I'll just take these ones, vacuum them up and take them home too, and leave it at that. We'll see what happens. No, I'm mistaken. There doesn't seem to be anything in there, so I'm going to leave the wall on and just grab these little bunch of bees that are there. So, no bees in that second one. So I've just vacuumed up the stragglers. Again, I didn't see the queen. I really don't know if I've got the queen at home already or whether she's in this lot. But it looks like I've got them all now, and I'll head home and dump them out with the rest and see how we go. So that's it for this little job.